Yes, people, Tottenham Hotspur have made another signing on deadline day and another signing, our third signing in January. And this time we've signed Swedish midfielder Lucas Bergvall from Djurgårdens, a club in Sweden. 18 years old, he just turned 18 today. And keep this in mind, I had no idea about this kid when we signed him. No idea, never heard of him before, never seen any reports or anything like that. And all of a sudden, this news basically came out of nowhere. I think it came out a couple of days ago that Barcelona were like the heavy favorites to sign the kid. They wanted to bring him into Barca B, into the reserve team, build him up, and then kind of promote him into the first team. That was the kind of plan for Lucas Bergvall. And from what I heard as well, from what I saw on Twitter, a lot of the big teams, a lot of big teams in Europe wanted to get him as well. I saw United were looking at getting him, Inter Milan wanted to get him, but his main preferred destination was Barcelona. He wanted to go to Barcelona. Barcelona were the heavy favorites to sign him, and all of a sudden, in like within the space of 24 hours, we just came in, completely hijacked the deal, convinced him to come to Tottenham, convinced him to join us instead, offered him a higher salary, and we also offered him a first team position as well, which is something that Barcelona weren't doing. So it's good to see. It's good to see. We've stolen another transfer target off of a European giant. We did it with Dragusin. We took him off of Bayern, and we've done it with Barcelona now. We've taken off of Bergvall. So this is good to see. It's good to see that the club is finally attractive. The club, a lot of the younger players, a lot of the future generation of football, I guess you could say, want to join the football club now. They see us as an attractive position to come in and develop their game. I don't know about the trophies part, but come in, develop their game, and hopefully get a bigger move to a bigger club. And again, I like the signing because, again, I've never heard of this kid before in my life, but when I saw that we were linked to him, when I saw that we hijacked the deal, he was on his way to North London to do his medical. I had to do a bit of research, see what he's all about, and I watched a couple clips of him, and let me tell you, this kid is going to absolutely light up the Premier League. He is going to light up the Premier League, and Tottenham fans, believe me, you are going to love this kid. Just watching a couple videos on this guy, I've watched a couple videos, I've seen what the people in Sweden are saying about him as well. If you see on Twitter as well, you go on Twitter, the Barcelona fans are completely rattled. They're all posting tweets like, oh, man retired from winning trophies, 0 trophies for you, all these kind of things. Why would you choose Tottenham over Barcelona? All these kind of things I'm seeing on Twitter. The whole Barcelona fan base is completely rattled by this transfer, and that just tells me that this guy's a really good player. So they're just rattled. And again, yeah, I've seen a couple videos, and the way this guy plays as well, he kind of reminds me of a mix of Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong. A lot of people in Sweden, are saying that he's the Swedish Frenkie de Jong. He is the Frenkie de Jong regen, I guess you could say. But the way he plays football, it will literally suit the way we play under Ange. He'll come in and instantly make an impact. And I think we are really gonna see this guy light up the Premier League. Not maybe next season, but maybe in a couple seasons. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a star player in the Premier League. He is that good. He is literally plays like Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong. The way he has his close control, technical elegance, all these kind of things. Obviously, he's not really a quick player, but he makes that up with his technical elegance. How he's able to hold on to the ball, link up play, 1-2 short passes, all these kind of things as well. He even has a long pass on him as well, and he also has a pretty good shot on him as well. So I like the signing from what I've seen of it. Again, another young player that we're bringing to the club, that finally we're putting some focus into our youth academy, some focus into developing young players. We've seen it ever since Sanchez come in. We've seen how Sarr has developed, how Udogi's developed, Van de Ven was bought in. Obviously, we have a bunch of younger players that we bought in as well. Ashley Phillips, a lot of younger players we bought in as well. And this guy is another player coming to addition. And me personally, I think he's similar to the Pap Sarr situation. We bought him in when he was 18, loaned him back to France. He came last season, didn't play under Conte, and now this season he's shining under Ange. I think he is gonna have a very similar path as well compared to Sarr. But again, I really like the signing. I think he is a star ready to light up the place. I think he is. A lot of people are saying a lot of good things about him. Sweden, they're saying great, Frenkie de Jong, regen, all these kind of things. So I think we've signed an absolute diamond, and him under Ange, we will literally cook. Him, if he can live up to that potential of what people are saying that he is, I feel like him, Sarr, Bentancur, Madison, our midfield is looking stacked. Bissouma, it's looking good, our midfield. And this is what we want from the club. We want the club to show ambition. We want the club to go for the top players, go for top players. Players are going to come in, back the manager, play the football, and not even that as well, go for, I guess you could say, the future generation of football. Go in, get the young players who are the future of football, bring them in, develop them, keep them, or sell them off for high profit. So I love what the club has done in January so far. I love that the fact that they've backed Ange ever since he's come in, and I have to give big credit to Daniel Levy for this. And yeah, so let's see what happens. He'll be joining us in the summer. Obviously, we signed him today. He turned 18 today, so he signed today on his birthday. He'll be sent back to loan on Sweden until the end of the season. So we'll see how he does over there in Sweden, and he'll be joining us in the summer for preseason, and then we could decide, all right, is he ready to hop into the first team or whether he needs a loan. So we'll see what happens. I like the signing so far from what I've seen and what I've read about him. So let's see what happens. We'll see in the summer how he turns out to be. Let's go.